To rush Sheppard High School in the 27th Annual Totem Hoop Classic from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm Connor Toffen. I'll be your play-by-play announcer this evening. My color commentary today, joining me, is Grayson Knutson. Today's game will feature the Paul Kane Blues and the All Saints Legends. This is an ICU Video Productions Procast. We have Dave Foley on camera, Alex Testowich is our switcher, Rob Zitlau is our director tonight. We are very excited to be procasting this game from this very new and fantastic gym. Grayson, we were talking a little bit before the game. Paul Kane has been a staple in the St. Albert area, but for the All Saints, it's a pretty new school there.
Yeah, it's a brand new school on the scene down in Calgary. Only opened up last year, so this is only the second year the school has been in existence. So nice to see them getting involved in some of the more well-known tournaments across the province. I know, just looking from their Twitter feed earlier today, they won a city championship in both football and girls volleyball earlier in the year. Obviously one of the lower divisions in Calgary high school sports, but still making a mark early on in the Legends career is this young school. So it'll be interesting to see how they match up against Paul Kane here this afternoon in the semifinals.
Yeah, and it's interesting, too, for a new school like this, every game is important. You don't have any history with your school. You don't have any legacy to play towards. You're building it all right now. It's
a chance to definitely make an impression. A lot of players maybe from Paul Kane are like, I'm not even sure about the school or what they are, so a chance for All Saints here to make an impression, and we'll see how they do here against Paul Kane. And PK, of course, like you said, a staple in St. Albert and a well-known school, particularly when it comes to athletics. So interesting to see how these two teams match up.
Winner of this game will go to play at 5 o'clock tomorrow night for the championship. So Paul Kane's going to take control off of the tip. Raisa Chernichin won that one. Ferment with it now, gets it down to Marco in the post. Right-hand shot's going to miss, and it looks like it goes off of a Legend there. I thought it did, but they're going to call it Legends ball. Looks like Paul Kane's going to bring some front court pressure here, something you'll see often in these high school divisions. Legends getting it down low. The mid-range jumper, good for Luisa Mendez.
Nice little mid-range jumper that'll help get her into the game early on.
Galden controlling the ball here for the Blues. Marco with it now. There's a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to go against the Legends.
Yeah, just trying to reach in there a little bit too overzealous, trying to steal the ball.
So Paul Kane, Jules Ferment is going to be inbounding the ball. We'll see the All Saints on the right in their blue and white jerseys. Paul Kane in the near iconic at this point, white and baby blue.
Got that North Carolina vibe to him, don't they?
Exactly, kind of a little bit of UNC action. So Paul Kane, clean off the inbound, down to Chernichin. She's going to get a turnaround shot. Misses it. Good rebounding there from Luisa Mendez.
Good look at the post, too, there from number 11 on Paul Kane, Chernichin.
Looks like they're going to set the high pick and roll as Durinich gets it down to Mendez. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Blues ball. A little bit of a slow start to this game offensively for both teams. Not able to capitalize on some early possessions. Liz Salcido with the ball right now. She's going to slow down. Kick it out to Chernichin. She'll go up strong with the right hand. Looks like we got an offensive rebound, though. It's going to go off of a Saint, out of bounds. Looks like for the Legends right now, they're having a bit of trouble boxing out the Blues.
It's a great drive, though, by Chernichin. Little screen there to open up the lane, and she took full advantage. Just couldn't finish at the bucket.
Marco, she's going to lose control. So the Legends are going to take over. They're so new, I keep calling them the Saints. They're the Legends.
All Saints is the school. Yeah, a little bit tricky there with the name.
Taya Green with the inbound pass going to Durinich. She'll slow down on her defender, try to cross over. She's almost getting trapped at half court right now as she gets it to Mendez. She had enough of that defense. She's going to get it back into the corner. Down to Mendez with the make.
It's a great play there. Love that pass from Durinich to find Mendez. That's where it looks like All Saints are going to run a lot of their offense through Mendez in that low post.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like she could be a force to reckon with in this game. Mendez standing at 5'11", pretty tall for a high schooler, as The right-handed floater misses for Garda. Little hesitation there from Marco. Whistle on the floor.
It's a foul here against Taya Green, just reaching in once again.
We're going to see a sub here.
Green on 2 fouls now, so she's got to come out.
Kiana Wells checking in for the first time today. Good inbound play there to find Chernichin open from the mid-range, but she can't convert. Legends in transition. That's Madeline Wells. Gets it poked away by Chelsea Marco. Scramble for the ball here. Legends somehow come up with it. Is that going to be an and one?
I believe so. It is indeed.
Yeah,
another
you
look
see that
at
contact. It looks like that was Chernichin getting her left arm across the shooting motion of Georgia Williams, so she'll find herself at the line for 2.
All Saints just managing to find the ball in that scramble play. Williams was open, and she didn't make any mistake, fighting through the contact, getting an opportunity for a 3-point play.
So she won't be able to convert. If you've been watching this tournament so far, you've seen that free throw shooting and actually rebounding off of a free throw has been struggles so far. A little fadeaway there from Mendez isn't going to hit. We've seen that in the Ross Shep game. They were struggling to hit free throws, and then the men's team yesterday was struggling to rebound while they were on defense. So we've seen a lot of that. We've seen both of those on that possession. We'll see if the trend continues here in this game. Ball nearly stolen away, but Chernichin makes a mid-range jumper around the free throw line.
Paul Kane has had a ton of good looks. Nice to see them finally break that goose egg, and they should have some confidence now that they've seen the ball go in once.
Madeline Wells is going to give it up to Georgia Williams. Gets poked away. That's going to be Chernichin going up with it. Foul is going to put her to the free throw line.
It's a good little steal, and she just hustles all the way the other way, fighting off the contact once again.
Nearly an and one there.
Almost. Didn't quite get it to go.
So free throws, can tell you right now, Grayson, they're going to play a key role in today's game. They always do in basketball, and it's a struggle to watch when players don't make them. But this early on in the year, I was talking to the women's coach, Ben Feldman. He said it can be a little bit of a struggle as you don't have your rhythm yet early on in the year.
That's one of the things, too, with these early tournaments. They're good because you get a lot of games in a short period of time. But again, like you said, it is very early on. Some of these teams trying to find the chemistry, find their feet. And a lot of the times the winners of these tournaments are going to be the teams that have found that chemistry early or have good continuation of skills from last year.
Down low, that's a big block there from Kalina Garda. However, the Legends control it. The play is blown dead. It looked like the ref was motioning for a shot clock violation there, but that ball didn't hit the rim. So I believe a shot clock violation there in the turnover. A little bit confusing, but we carry on. Liz Salzito with the ball for the Blues. In the corner, she'll just pull it. Jules Ferment misses a shot, and another whistle on the floor. It's been a slow pace to open up this game here for both teams.
Yeah, a lot of fouls, kind of choppy at the moment. Neither team really able to find their flow, especially with a lot of missed baskets, particularly for the Blues. A little over-the-back foul there called against Salcedo, just trying to grab a rebound there for PK.
The Legends already at 3 fouls, 2 more, and the Blues are going to be in the bonuses. There's another whistle on the floor.
Yeah, turnover there.
Costly turnovers here in what could be a close semifinal game. Paul Kane with 2 fouls, so they're in a little bit of a better situation here. 4 minutes in the first quarter. And
another foul here called against Salcedo.
So a tough start
pardon
here.
me, that's Kiana Wells, number 2 for All Saints. So they're at 4 fouls now.
1 away from the bonus as the Blues, Chernichin enters the post, and that thing went 99% of the way down, but not quite enough, and now a scramble for it behind. They were wrestling for it. We're going to see Legends ball. Oh no, we're going to see Blues ball.
That's a tough spot there for Mendez. Not a lot she could do, trapped along the baseline there.
Salcedo just going to give it off the close pass to Chernichin. 5 seconds left on the shot clock here. Chernichin's going to have no choice but to drive. Had an open shot but missed it. The rebound picked up by Marco and made second chance bucket.
Yeah, good awareness there to be around the basket, knowing a driver was going to the hoop. She was there for the offensive rebound, and now a foul
Another
here
foul,
against
yep.
Paul Kane.
So Paul Kane will now be at 3 fouls. 4 for the Legends, 3 for Paul Kane. Once you enter 5, the other team gets into the bonus. So this could be a little bit of a story here early on in the first quarter with 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. That's Georgia Williams inbounding the ball here for the Legends. You can see Mendez setting plenty of picks, and that was not an open shot. She'll take it anyways and miss it. Rebound brought down by Valero Sanchez. Second chance possessions are going to be important as that pass gets tipped away from Jules Ferment.
Paul Kane pretty solid defense at the moment. They got 14 seconds left here off the inbounds.
Inbound's going to go to Madeline Wells. She's going to get it down to Durinich. Heavily contested at the rim. We're going to see a whistle here as it hit above the basket. So that counts as it out of bounds. Blues ball.
It's a great cut, though, from Durinich. Just couldn't get the shot off in good range. Made the right move, though.
That was Spenrath with the errant pass. Can't quite find their teammate Ferment. The miscommunication is going to cost the Blues another possession. Only 6-5 here, halfway through the first.
Tons of front court pressure here from PK.
They bring up 4 players. Only 1 left in the backcourt. Shot up by the Legends. Not going to go. Looks like it's off of a Blue. So with the ball going off Ferment's leg, it'll stay Legends possession. Yeah, that was interesting. Tons of front court pressure there, and the 1-on-1 in the front court had Luisa Mendez in it, who we've seen a bit early. So that could be something to look out for.
Yeah, it was just straight man press is what that was. And here's Mendez, just a little pull-up jumper that she can't hit. Once again, All Saints get an offensive rebound.
It's been a struggle so far for the Blues. But shooting has been a struggle for the Legends as Durinich misses another one. Paul Kane nearly tipped away by Durinich. Inside is Kaylina Garda. She'll miss. Over 4 minutes still remaining here in the slow-paced first quarter. It's been a grit and grind type of game so far. Georgia Williams, Madeline Wells with it now. And the ball is just, it's not a home court rim for either team. They're playing a rush. Shep. One's from St. Albert, one's from Calgary, so I wouldn't expect any favorable rims in this game. But going in hard into the paint now, we're going to see, I believe we're getting a blocking foul.
Yeah, just the feet weren't set there from the defender, still moving. They're right at the very end. It's close, though. Almost took that charge.
It's one of the toughest calls to make in all of basketball, block or charge. Can't stress that enough, so Chernichin's going to go to the line, as that was the Legends' 5th foul. So, oh, they're going to count the basket actually for Paul Kane, so that's continuation then. So Chernichin with a chance for an and one. She converts. So Paul Kane with the 3-point possession. Yeah, lots of front court pressure being brought here. They're going to get it into Durinich. We'll see what she can do to get out of it. She's got some support. Georgia Williams is with her. She's going to dribble around her defender, and a floater near the top of the key is going to miss. Another offensive rebound for Georgia Williams. The jump ball, possession arrow is going to go to, we'll see, the Legends. So the Legends will keep possession here. Wells to inbound it. They got Durinich open. Defender a little late coming over. Durinich won't hit the rim, won't hit anything but the backboard. Boulanger, recently checked in for the Blues, comes down with it. Chernichin. She's going to drive. She's drove a couple times. It's going to be a 2-point shooting foul on the play.
Now Chernichin just causing all sorts of trouble once she starts driving. Really hard to slow her down, and you can see the Legends just trying to get bodies in the way, trying to draw charges, but not quite there in time.
Chernichin, standing at 6 feet tall, is one of the taller women's players we've seen in this tournament. Kaylina Garda, number 14 on the Blues, actually stands at 6'4".
It's very tall for a high schooler.
Yeah, it is. No matter what league you're in, 6'4" is pretty big. Is Libick coming up with the points off the missed free throw. Lots of front court pressure. There's going to be numbers in the front court here for the Legends as the mid-range shot is taken by Tara Dawood.
Rebounded there by Sanchez, and she was able to draw a foul. Go to line for two. See if she can break up this Paul Kane run. All Saints got off to a 6-0 start in the game, and then PK responded with an 11-0 run now.
Free throw shooting, been a struggle throughout the tournament. No signs of that early on in this game. Let's see if I jinx her. No, it's rare. We'll see Boulanger. Front court pressure being brought now again by the Legends. That's a press too, not a trap. They are going all out for the ball here. The miss. Oh, Boulanger with a very athletic play to reach up and grab that one. Transition defense is good enough. Crazy, it's going to kick out to Spenrath, who drives, nearly travels but misses, picks up her own board, and the jump ball, the possession arrow is going to go to the Blues.
Yeah, good defending there from number 8 on All Saints. It's Madeline Wells, got hands up, was able to block that shot, caused a jump ball situation. Fortunately for the Legends, it's PK's turn to take the ball out of bounds here.
Salzito and Garda checking in for the Blues. In the corner, now they're going to get it down to the low post. Libick, turnaround, right hand, misses. Wells comes down with it for the Legends. Wells is going to get it across to Durinich. We've seen a lot of her so far. She dribbles through two defenders. A third comes. Almost a blocking foul. Not going to get the whistle. Wells with it again. Dawood makes the mid-range. She missed that one last time, able to convert there. Good response here after the 11-0 run from Paul Kane for the Legends. They've been able to cut the lead down to one only as Salcido takes possession. Some quick ball movement here. Not too much dribbling here for the Blues. Staring down the rim is Libick. She'll drive now, and the foul picked up down low on the drive.
Looked like it wasn't the person who blocked the ball, but one of the other defenders caught her on the arm.
Looked like it was actually Dawood blocking the ball there. The three defenders collapsed in on Libick. She'll start off her first two free throws with a make. Two minutes remaining here, and it started slow, but it's been kind of a crazy first quarter just in terms of bounces and fouls, and it's been a very awkward quarter.
It's choppy, yeah. No, again, neither team they're able to establish any sort of pace and flow in the game so far. We'll see what happens here in the final 2 minutes. Strong closes to quarters, so important in basketball. See if someone can build a bit of a lead here.
So ball actually went off a Legend and out of bounds, so the Blues will get it. That's a three from Salcido, goes high off the backboard and misses. So it'll make it a harder rebound for the Legends to get. It hurts their chances for it. Salcido with the long-range shot. That's going to miss. Shot clock was running out, so she was forced to put it up. Double coming in the front court. Pretty frantic pace on defense here. Boulanger now on the ball against Madeline Wells. Wells is going to find Durinich. She had a little bit of space. She'll drive and go up with it and make it.
Real nice from Durinich, pulling up at the free throw line and knocking that shot down. We're tied at 12. Legends going to get the ball right back here, too.
Saw on that last shot there, Durinich only stands at 5'3", but she released that ball well over her head. There was defenders all over her, but she was able to get it up and over. Important for a shorter player to have a high release. So here's Durinich once more. Luisa Mendez missing the mid-range. She's been settling for those jumpers. She was a stronger player early in the corner. She showed that she could back down her defense, but Libick is going to find herself absolutely wide open. No defense at all there for the Legends.
Yeah, they were caught up higher up near the arc, and they just kind of forgot about number 7 in white.
So here's Spenrath. They're going to try to get it to Mendez, but it'll get intercepted by a Blue. Marco with it here. Pretty much goes coast to coast and misses everything. A battle for it. Marco coming down with the rebound, goes up with it. And Paul Kane taking a little bit of control here in a back and forth first quarter.
Started with Garda just being taller than everybody else, winning the initial rebound, tipping it to her teammate for the finish.
Under 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. That ball going out of bounds off a Blues player. 14-second, closer to 15-second we'll call it, differential on the shot clock. Inbound pass is going to find Sanchez.
Jump ball here.
So that's the third time already this quarter we've seen the possession arrow in good use. This time it'll go to the Legends. Under 10 seconds left here on the shot clock. They'll need to get a quick look. So as they were setting some off-ball screens there on the inbound pass, trying to get somebody open, they ended up getting a foul called on them. I believe it was a moving screen.
Yeah, you got to make sure your feet are set. And now basically shot clock turned off here for Paul Kane. They can have the last shot if they want it.
23 seconds left in the quarter. Salcido's going to dish it to Marco. Marco with the right hand makes it.
Nifty move there by Marco. Little drive, little step, and she tossed it up and got it to go.
5 seconds left. Wells is going to pull up from three. It looks good. It is. Wells with a big bucket to end the quarter for the Legends.
Definitely needed that at the end of that cue. Paul Kane was up 18 to 12, pardon me. Now it's only a 3-point difference going into the second quarter.
Lead in half. So that was a, like we said, it was a very choppy first quarter. For what there is for highlights, we're going to show them to you here.
Didn't look initially like we were going to get to 18-15 here at the end of the quarter, but both teams are starting to find the offense. One of the big keys, I think, is this game goes forward is going to be rebounding. Obviously, offensive rebounds, lots were available for both teams. It almost seemed like the only way to get the ball back was either making a bucket or by fouling or forcing a turnover. There wasn't a lot of rebounding for either teams defensively, but so that's something I'm sure both coaches are talking about here in their huddles.
Paul Kane has been able to dominate inside a little more on offense. As you see there, Marco slashing there. It's been interesting because just looking at these highlights, we'll see if it happens here, but oh, that was that shot to end the quarter. That was a big shot there, actually, just to get some momentum back. That three there coming from the Legends, but they seem to be settling for some mid-rangers here. Not that they're not open. It's just something that you don't necessarily see in basketball in 2019.
Maybe some of the height throwing off the Legends players. PK with a little bit of an advantage in that category, I guess, with Trinition 6 feet tall on the inside, and Kaylina Garda when she comes in at 6'4". Nobody on All Saints is listed taller than 6 feet, so maybe they're just a little bit worried about some of the shot blocking abilities for Paul Kane. But if you can make those mid-range Jays, it obviously is good because a bucket's a bucket no matter where you score it from. It's just a little bit more difficult, obviously, than getting to the hole.
So we're going to head to the second quarter with the Paul Kane Blues up 18-15 on the All Saints Legends. Looks like we're going to get Legends ball first to start here. So they'll get a chance to either cut this deficit even more or possibly even tie it up. Oh, ref pointed the wrong way. So it's actually going to be Blues ball. I just lied to everybody. Ref lied to everybody, blaming it on him. So inbound pass is going to go to Galden. He's going to move it to Marco now. Whistle on the floor. It's going to be Legends ball.
Another moving screen. The idea was right because it opened up Trinition Ferment for an easy drive to the hole. She was open, but again, just done illegally.
So Legends pretty choppy on offense so far. We'll see if they keep going to that mid-range here this quarter as Mendez controls it. Looks to move it. She'll get it to Durinich. Another whistle here is going to blow the play dead. Every time I look down at my paper, they blow the whistle.
Yeah, that time it was Green who just kind of grabbed her opponent as she was making a move to get around her. So
it really is shocking that we're at 18-15. A pretty decent scoring quarter considering it's 10 minutes. Marco here for the Blues is going to drive. We've seen her do this quite a bit today. She hasn't missed too much.
That's nice. She was just able to lower the shoulder to get around her defender. Once she got that half step, she was gone.
Here's Wells. Actually collides with her teammate Georgia Hamilton. Wells is going to get it back. She gets doubled. Double is there. Wrestling for the ball. Possession arrow is Spenrath. tied it up. Possession arrow is going to go to the Legends.
There's a good double. Closed so quickly that All Saints unable to move the ball out of it, and that's the definition of the perfect double team.
Kiana Wells checking in for the Legends. They're going to find Madeline Wells. Stares down the rim, looks to pull up. They tried to enter the low post with Mendez, but it gets deflected away by a Blues player.
5 seconds on the clock here.
Has to pull from mid-range, that's Wells. Misses, rebound pulled down by Chernichin. Paul Kane looking to see what they can muster up in transition. Kaylina Garda, the 6'4" center, puts up the left-handed runner and misses almost everything. Duranich, strong pressure there brought by Spenrath. They're able to get out of the jam that they were in their own backcourt. Sanchez, she'll get tied up now, that time just before the refs could blow the whistle. Marco wrestles it away, now down low, Chernichin's gonna miss. Good defense and transition there for the All Saints Legends. Double coming right at half court, nearly a trap. Wells down low. Oh my goodness, look at the quickness in transition coming from Spenrath, wow.
Paul Kane is so tenacious on defense at the moment. Right from the moment All Saints gets the ball right off their own baseline the entire way. Doubles, recoveries, scrambles. Real good D here from the St. Albert School.
It kind of looks like 5 Pat Beverleys on the floor right now, just all over the ball handlers. Chelsea Marco with it now. You can see this defense from the Legends a little more relaxed. They sag off a little more. Chernichin missed the shot. She was pleading for a foul. She won't get it. That ball's going to go off. As the ref's just discussing it, it's going to go off of Blue. You can hear the Paul Kane Blues coach yelling, deny, deny. That means they don't want the ball going to somebody.
Rick Stanley has been up pretty much the entire game, pacing the sidelines here, encouraging his team, particularly on defense.
Chernichin. She's got no one to go to. She will eventually find Froment, who pulls up from NBA range and misses the shot a little long. Duranich. The 5'3" guard. Play is whistled down. Well, it's going to stay Legends ball. They reset the shot clock to 20
it was a bit of
they just put it up there.
A mistake with the shot clock there.
Valero Sanchez trying to find anybody right now. Eventually she'll find Georgia Williams slashing. Some contact, no whistle. Sanchez picks up the rebound and misses. Brought down by Garda. Marco stretches the floor to get to Spenrath. Ball is tipped away and out of bounds.
Legends ball. Offense is stuttering like they did at the start of quarter one here.
Only 2 points scored here in this second quarter. It was 18-15 coming in, and 3 minutes in, Paul Kane has got one singular bucket. That's it. Valero Sanchez gets it down to Mendez, and personally, I'm the play-by-play guy. It's supposed to be your job to break it down, but I want to see more of that.
That was brilliant. I love that move. And they went to Mendez early in the game, and they kind of went away from it a little bit, but obviously maybe she has some quickness. She can take advantage there.
A collision at half court. They're going to call, I believe they called a blocking foul there on Ali Spenrath. Let's see where her feet's at.
No, she's
right
moving.
Yeah,
that's so tough in the open court like that to try to draw that charge.
You'll see some pressure. 2 Paul Kane Blues, 1 defending the inbound, 1 defending the receiver. That was Bailey Guppy defending the inbound, so they force it back. Thought that might have been a double dribble there or a travel or something. It looked awkward, but no matter what, Georgia Williams is going to make the bucket.
Just looking at the official, he was immediately signaled for a tip, which allowed the player to continue to dribble there. So, and a great move to keep going, keep playing, and get all the way to the bucket for an easy layup.
Paul Kane is going to be able to find Salcido off the inbound. Now in the corner is Libick. They'll get it down in the low post, and Boulanger just steps out of bounds.
She made the right run, just couldn't hang on to the ball there. Fortunate for Paul Kane, they've kind of been stuck on 20 for a little while here. Now a reach foul on Boulanger, I believe.
It's going to be Paul Kane's third foul of the second quarter. They're at 3. 2 more. Legends enter the bonus. Durinich. You can actually hear the Blues coach saying no foul, no foul. So that could be one way that the Blues could get this defense to sag off a little more. You get them into foul trouble, they can't reach anymore. A near steal. Mendez down low. Oh, that one almost went down, ends up skipping across like you're skipping stones across a lake. Salcido. Boulanger finds a little bit of space, puts it up, and one.
That was real nice from Boulanger. Just stepping around the defender Mendez there, you can see. And Mendez just following through on the arm, catches her, and she goes up. And one opportunity here for Alia Boulanger.
The foul just not quite physically enough. Boulanger able to fight through it. She won't be able to convert the and one. And Madeline Wells reaches for the rebound off of the free throw. Here's Williams with it. They got Mendez in the low post. It's going to be a foul on Mendez. So Paul Kane should be at 4 fouls now.
It's on, I believe that's Libick. She was holding on to Mendez there, so it stays with the Legends.
So one more foul, and the Legends are in the bonus. Mendez, good entry pass there from Wells. And the foul.
Now they're starting to go to Mendez a little bit more. You could see she was rim side there on Chernichin. Not a lot that the number 11 for Paul Kane could do, but foul her, and she fouled her the right way. If you're going to foul, make sure they miss so you're not giving up a potential three-point play.
So Mendez going to miss the first free throw. Trying to cut the Paul Kane lead down to 2 on this one. She will do just that. So here's Salcido. Durinich bringing a little bit of front court pressure. Defense sagging off of Guppy a little bit, almost daring her to shoot. She won't do it. Boulanger gets tipped by Mendez. Boulanger controls her own rebound. Garda with it. Shot clock running out. 3 seconds. 3 is put up by Guppy. It's going to be a little too strong.
It was late in the clock, but it was still a nice look there for Guppy. She was open now. All Saints in a bit of trouble here. And it is going to be an 8-second backcourt.
Yep. So good defense there from the Paul Kane Blues.
I was wondering if we were going to see one of those with the amount of pressure that Paul Kane was putting on All Saints in their backcourt, and they pick up the turnover here.
So Paul Kane going to swing it across to Boulanger, and now to Garda, guarded by Mendez. That's a matchup to look out for. The right-handed runner put up by Ross is good.
High off the glass, but got a friendly bank.
Williams guarded tightly by Boulanger. Getting it to Durinich. Not even allowed to move with it as Wells takes a couple steps before she dribbles. That'll be a travel.
Yeah, just did the cha-cha there before she put the ball on the floor. Not able to do that. See, that's, especially if you watch NBA, that's called really tight. At the start of every year, I think, and then they kind of ease off. But it seems like they're continuing that, at least so far in the NBA season we're seeing right now.
Libick thought about shooting it. Instead, she'll get it to Guppy down in the post, who misses her first. Comes up with her own rebound. Boulanger driving, pulling. Not going to be able to make it from the key. Dawood able to fight through the double off the rebound. And another whistle here. And another turnover for the Legends.
Yeah, they're talking with Madeline Wells there. I think she's just trying to set a little pick that she's not allowed to do. So,
it's the third moving screen of the game we've seen already. expect the coaches to try to correct that once we're done these last 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Shot clock down to 12. Garda up high, guarded by Dawood, and there's that travel once more.
That's a tough spot for a center to be in, way up high on the arc there. She's obviously looking to get down low into the lane, and she's trying to dribble her way there, and that's a little bit tough for a taller player.
Williams is going to be able to get by that front court pressure. Here's Dawood in the mid-range. They're going to move it to Larioza, who makes the three.
Nice ball movement there from All Saints. Able to find Larioza open for that triple.
Larioza guarding Guppy. Garda, mid-range, it's going to go.
So she's obviously more comfortable down there in the low post, and she's able to put up the little floater.
Williams gets by her defender again. That's what that front court pressure can do, but Garda's having trouble finding a teammate right now as she spins around in the posts, except about 90 feet away from her basket. Able to get it out. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. The corner three taken by Libick is going to be tipped. Missing everything there. And Madeline Wells, she's been on the ball for most of this quarter. I believe that one might have been tipped by Garda. Either that or just hit the side of the backboard. Here's Libick in transition and one.
Great run out from Libick and a nice pass to find her too. All alone, and Larioza trying to just prevent that bucket, but again, you got to foul a little bit harder than that to make sure they don't score and have this opportunity for a three-point play.
Paul Kane looking to extend their lead to 6 with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Both teams in the bonus right now, as Libick high arcing free throw is going to be a little too strong. Williams, she has a ton of space. She's going to move it to Durinich, who pulls up contested from mid-range. Going to miss wide right. Sorry, Bills fans. Grace Patterson with the pass down. That was Libick again, I think.
Yeah, All Saints that time. Just a little bit slow getting back. And Paul Kane had numbers. Libick able to take advantage.
Durinich, pick set by Wells. Wells down low makes it.
That was a perfectly executed pick and roll there between Durinich and Wells. And Durinich found the roller.
Top of the three-point is Libick right now. They'll get it down into Chernich in the post, spinning around, goes up with the right, some contact while she's shooting. No call. Madeline Wells comes down with the board. She'll bring it up court for the Legends. Gets around her defender and a foul.
Yeah, you could just see a little slap on the arm there from the defender as Wells was driving to the bucket here. It was the reach in there, number 7, Libick.
So we're going to see a timeout on the floor here, called by the Paul Kane Blues.
So Stanley just wants to talk things over here.
So we got a minute to break. It's been a tough game to analyze so far. It's been back and forth and still choppy. It's sitting at 30-25, so it's not a bad score, but
a little bit slower here in the second quarter. The score 12-10 in favor of Paul Kane here in the second quarter. But yeah, the pressure I noticed too from both defenses, obviously not making buckets is going to ease up that front court pressure that both teams have had. They've been able to run a little bit more. Now if they can take advantage of those opportunities and find some open players in transition, those buckets will be able to start coming. I believe we saw PK do that on that one basket that they made when they ran the floor all the way down.
So as the time ticks away on Paul Kane's timeout, we're going to see the Legends moving to the free throw line soon. The Blues up 30-25 with 1:30 left to play here in the first half. Coaches for the Legends, Dana McKenzie, Heather LeClaire, and Aaron James, encouraging their team as they come out of the break. We've seen them a little less vocal than the Paul Kane coaches so far, but as the second quarters kind of went on, just looking at their bench a bit, they've been a little more energetic. They seem like three very upbeat coaches. I got to talk to them before the game, and we're going to see a jump ball here. It's possession arrow is going to go to the Blues. Oh, we're going to change the call here.
Just a little bit of a mix-up there. They're not sure who it was supposed to go to, and it is going to be Legends ball.
So a late change in call. We'll see Taya Green inbounding. The Legends are running their inbound play. The problem is Green does not have the ball yet, so looks like we're just trying to get the shot clock figured out because they reset it when they said it was going to go to the Blues. So now they can run their inbound play. We'll get it in the high key to Mendez. Mendez is going to get called for the travel.
Yeah, just trying to slide a little bit closer to the basket there. Picked up the pivot foot, and you're not allowed to do that.
Ferment, swarming defense by Durinich. They're going to swing it to the top of the three-point line. Tight defense from Mendez. They're going to say that the Blues stepped out of bounds. Ferment. Sorry, not Ferment. That was Laurel Ross. Not able to keep it in.
Good pressure from Mendez to force that turnover, using the sideline there as a second defender.
Wells has been on the floor for pretty much every second of this 19 minutes so far in the first half as that shot goes up and barely misses. Williams and Ferment fight for the ball. Possession arrow this time is going to go to the Blues. I've never seen the possession arrow used so much.
Yeah, it's a lot of battles for rebounds, and again, when there's so many available, there's obviously more chances for that to happen. Plus, Paul Kane's pressure defense has caused a couple of jump ball opportunities as well.
Libick moving past Mendez is going to get it out to Fremont. Swinging it along the perimeter. King back to Fremont, who takes the three and makes.
It's a nice looking shot there from Jules Fremont.
Williams, couple steps into the shot and the foul.
One more look here, gets that half step on the defender. And it's just a little push there from Marco trying to defend. A little bit too aggressive there.
So Williams going to go to the line for 2 free throws. She looked awkward on that one. She looked like she kind of started her shooting motion. We'll see if that's just kind of a hitch in her free throw or if she does it again, but it caused the miss. Yeah, so she doesn't do it there. Ball nearly rims in. Not able to convert on either. Paul Kane, shot clock and game clock. If they're separated, it's by a half a second. Blues are going to get it down low to Marco, who goes up with it. Nearly an and one.
Yeah, she was able to find some space in the lane here all alone. Help defense comes, but she's still able to get the shot up. A little bit of a late whistle there, but still able to draw the foul was Marco.
So Marco looking to increase the Blues lead to 9. Won't be able to do that. Once this free throw either goes in or it's rebounded, we're going to see 10 seconds left in the first half. That one's going to miss 2, so the Legends able to control, but there's only 7 seconds left. That should be a foul there on Mendez.
Just swinging the elbows a little bit too much here.
That's that like good old school aggressive like Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing type foul right there from Mendez. So 6 seconds left for Paul Kane. We'll see what kind of a look they can get as they're subbing in Libick for Marco, likely just subbing in a shooter here. They'll get it straight to Libick. Now in the corner, that's a good inbounds play. Ferment misses, and that's going to run us right out of the first half. So the Paul Kane Blues up 7 on the All Saints Legends. You're watching an ICU Video Productions procast of the 27th Annual Totem Hoop Classic. We'll be back after halftime in about 10 minutes. Across the Shep Gymnasium. This game has featured the Kane Blues with a 33-26 lead over the All Saints Legends. Here's some second quarter highlights to show you guys.
Kane with the advantage there in that second quarter, winning it by a score of 15-11. So they've been able to grow their lead a little bit more, starting to pull away. Teams were able to get a little bit more into the lane in this quarter and put up some shots, but not as many fell as in that first quarter, although there was a lot more free throws taken in that first quarter too, so that helped bump the scores up a little bit.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the points have been scored today. You'll see the defense probably even on these makes. Well, not on this one. She is wide open. But you'll see every shot put up has been contested. Both defense have been absolutely swarming to everybody on the court. There's really been no breaks in the action besides all the tips we've seen today that go out of bounds and all the fouls. So,
yeah, when the play has been going on, it's been intense, high pace. Teams have been definitely moving and featuring a lot of energy, but of course when you do that, it does lead to a little bit more fouls, some tips out of bounds, jump ball opportunities. I think we've seen possession arrow used 5 times here so far today, so it has been a little bit choppy, but again, when it's been game action, it has been really good, really intense, and be interesting to see what kind of adjustments the Legends make here coming into quarter number 3, down by 7.
All right, so back here in the Ross Shep Thunderbirds Gymnasium. Once again, 33-26 is our score.
It's my first time in this gym since they put in the couple video screens here and done a couple of paint jobs. Man, is it nice in here. What a gym this is.
It was actually the first time I've been in this gym ever this weekend. And yeah, it was almost jaw-dropping just how nice this is for a high, not to put the qualification of high school gym on it. It's just a nice gym.
Absolutely it is.
So to start off this second half, the Legends in their blue and white, the checkered blue and white running down the sides. They'll be going from left to right. Madeline Wells in the corner. She's going to lose it. The Kane Blues in their white and baby blue jerseys, defending on the right side. Ball controlled at the top by Georgia Williams. Durinich, they're going to kick it out to Taya Green, who found herself open for 3, missing the shot. Kane in transition defense getting back really quick for the Legends, but somehow Marco rather, able to get around all of them. Offensive rebound and second chance points for Chernichin.
Yeah, great offensive board and an interesting style of shot, a 360 jumper, but it went in.
Green. Williams now, guarded by Chernichin. Green a little bit open, but instead she'll get it down to Dawood. Here's Green, long range 2, short range shot. We'll call it a pass. They're going to move it back up. Time running out of the shot clock. And Williams is pretty much unfortunately caught with the turnover there.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. They threw the ball out. Durinich was just looking for someone to get it off the baseline, and Williams couldn't quite pick it up in time to look at the shot clock.
Chernichin. She's going to dribble and drive past her defender. Pulls up. Looked good, but it's going to be a little too strong.
Here Rick Stanley yelling motion, motion. Everybody kind of standing around on Kane, a little stagnant on that possession.
Taya Green. Didn't see too much of her in the first half as we see the possession arrow used once again.
Yeah, Green got into a couple early fouls, so some trouble there and had to take a seat, but she's back in there now. We'll see if she can make an impact, some fresh legs.
Pull-up floater from Salcido misses. Georgia Williams again with it, and that ball gets thrown away. Front court pressure still being brought from the All Saints. You can see where the defenders position. They're trying to drive them towards the outside as the 3 is taken and missed by Ferment. Madeline Wells to inbound the ball. And shout out, we've got a listener from Nova Scotia today. Madeline Wells' Nana, Libby Wells. We wanted to give her a special shout out here today as The Legends take control. That should be a long range 2. Falls short. Rebound grabbed by Taya Green. She's going to get fouled.
Yeah, she's hacked there. Good presence underneath the basket here from Green. Just misses that first one, but had the wherewithal to read the bounce, grab that offensive rebound, and earn the foul.
First foul of the quarter for Paul Kane. At this point of the second quarter, I think the fouls were already 3-2. So a bit of a slow start there for both teams, I guess. But Taya Green missing the first. She'll collect herself to make the second free throw. Salcido brings the ball up. Garda supporting her, running up with her. Now they'll get it down to Garda. She's going to enter the post scope with the right hand. Rims out. Duranic in transition, throws it towards Green. Back to Duranic, has a little bit of space. She's going to hesitate and give it to Georgia Williams. Here's Duranic, long range 2. Going to miss again, so 3 long range 2s, 3 air balls.
Well, it looks like the leg's just not in it right now for All Saints. Maybe that high pressure defense is catching up with them a little bit here, but I'm sure they can find some energy reserves here as the game goes on.
Chernichin. Open for a second was Ferment. They'll get it to Chernichin in the post and the foul.
I just found herself in a good spot there. Tough position for the defense to be in. Again, Chernichin just a little bit of a height advantage over her defenders there. Able to get the shot off. Couldn't make it, but will go to the line for a couple.
Chernichin not able to convert the first free throw. Winner of this game is going to go on to play in the finals tomorrow. It's Championship Saturday. We'll have it all for you here on ICU Video. Women's game will be played at 5 o'clock.
Aiden Bowman out of Saskatoon looking pretty darn good against the hosts in that first girls semifinal. They'll be a tough task for either of these teams in the championship contest.
So now the Blues bringing it back up. That's Jules Ferment with the layup.
Good transition from defense to offense there for Paul Kane. Results in an easy bucket.
That pass thrown away off the hands of Georgia Williams. Legends struggling a little bit here to open up the second half of action here.
Big point in the game for All Saints. 11-point Paul Kane lead. They can't let this get too far out of hand. They need to stay within striking distance here.
That's Garda. Skips it over the front of the rim and right over top. Garda, good job getting on the inside. They had Dawood in the post for a second, so Green was forced to drive. Ends up getting fouled.
She was caught Garda in the mouth too there on her follow through, but it is a foul here committed by Paul Kane. Garda's going to come out for a little bit here. I think she just wants to take a moment.
So important free throws down the stretch here for the All Saints Legends. Down 11, can't force to give up points like she just did.
Green's done a good job of getting to the line here for All Saints. Grabs her own rebound too.
They'll pass it out to Duranic, another long range 2. Now the possession arrow. Said that more than I ever thought I would.
All Saints needs to figure out a way to get to the basket. Obviously the mid-range, long-range game is just not working at the moment. Got to figure out a way to get to the bucket, get some easier looks here.
So the inbounds play is going to go straight to Dawood. She found a little bit of space. A little bit of contact on the wrist there as we get a whistle. We're going to see a foul here.
It's Green once again. Grab the offensive rebound and force her opponents into a foul. PK on 3 now for the quarter.
Slow-paced start here to the third quarter, but I think that was to be expected with what we've been seeing in this game so far. As they get it down low to Dawood. Contested at the rim hard. And now another foul, so.
This one against All Saints, though. That was the same inbounds play they ran the time previous. This time the defenders stayed with the middle runner, opened up the guy or the girl on the left side, unfortunately not able to hit a pretty decent look.
So it feels like forever since the ball's been on the left side of the court as it goes out of bounds. It won't stay there long. Georgia Williams running it up with Madeline Wells. They both have seen the floor a whole ton tonight. Here's Williams. She's going to pull it from three. Contest comes late, and she makes the three.
Big bucket for All Saints. They needed to see something go in. Maybe that'll boost their confidence a little bit.
Paul Kane, how will they respond? Chernichin goes into the post. Strong move, picks up her own rebound. She had inside position. She'll go up and make the second chance points.
Yeah, it's outstanding from Chernichin. She's so good on the post, able to grab her own rebounds. Good footwork as well to open up a shot.
Shot now from Duranich is going to miss everything. She might have been expecting some contact there. So adjusted a little too much and came up short on the close range shot. Pressure being brought now by Duranich. In the corner is Ferment. They'll get it down low to Chernichin. Chernichin, kind of a fading right-hand hook shot. Oh, and a turnover, so the Blues are going to get right back. And did I speak too soon? It's going to be Ledge's ball.
Yeah, they brought Valero Sanchez back into the game, did All Saints to do some defending on Chernichin. She's a little bit taller, able to defend that low post area a little bit better, and she did well there.
Down low into the post is Wells. That was a perfectly timed pass because the defense was just about to get there. It'll be two for the Legends.
That's how you open up those shots near the bucket. Quick ball movement, able to get something right at the rim.
Whistle on the floor. There's going to be a foul.
Looks like it's against Valero Sanchez.
So Paul Kane, now the Saints, the All Saints Legends, they're at 3 fouls now, 2 with 4.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Good contest at the rim from Wells. She'll be there again. This time, another good contest. Sanchez picks up the rebound.
2 blocks there for Wells. Nano like that.
Duranich. Oh, that one gets intercepted. A low arcing pass goes straight into the hands of Spenrath. Now at the rim and one, Boulanger.
Didn't see a lot of contact there, but a good quick transition play here from Paul Kane. Maybe just in the lower body there from Duranich. A chance for a 3-point play here for Alia Boulanger.
Boulanger missing the chance but collecting her own rebound. One of the most important things to do on free throws is to box out the free throw shooter. You can forget about them, but when you don't box them out, you're vulnerable to giving up a board as the Paul Kane Blues now take the timeout.
10-point lead here for the Blues, and they look pretty comfortable at the moment. Again, All Saints need to start stringing together some points here, or else they're going to see this thing get too far out of hand. Still 4 minutes left in this quarter and then 10 in the final quarter, but with points hard to come by here this afternoon, you don't want to let it get even double digits. Starts to look a little bit scary here for All Saints. Look at plays like that. They need to move the ball. Again, a little different disadvantage, in the height. PK a little bit taller than All Saints, so get that ball moving, get some good open looks, and they should be able to get back into this thing no problem.
Paul Kane looking pretty steady here in the third quarter. The All Saints Legends at 4 fouls. I'm going to try to keep updating everyone on that because it's been a story so far. Both teams, well, the next foul the Legends take, the Paul Kane Blues are going to be in the bonus, and scoring with the clock off is a big thing when you're down, so maybe the Legends can force the Blues into some fouls. That would be one way that they could erase this deficit, but if the Legends keep fouling like they have been, they're going to have a problem catching back because in between every possession, there's going to be a point or two added for the Blues. Look at this front court pressure. Looks like a 1-3-1 trap. We've seen that a lot this weekend. It's going to work for the Blues. Yep, Chernichin comes up with the steal. She's got Boulanger with her, but she'll take it herself. Misses. Boulanger jumping for it. Sanchez. It'll leak out to her. Georgia Williams is going to try to slow the pace down maybe here for the Legends. Wells gets it to Green. Sees nothing, so she'll just give it straight back to Wells, who pulls up mid-range. Oh, my goodness.
It's a good shot. She was off balance, but you know what? It worked for her.
Paul Kane in the low post. They'll get their own offensive rebound going to the floor. Spenrath was a big part of that play. I don't think she took the shot there. That's Chernichin going to the line.
Yeah, you can see she's just open, leaning a little bit, looking for that contact. She finds it, and 5 fouls now against the Legends. So Blue shooting free throws from here on out.
Chernichin is going to go 2 for 2 from the free throw line here. You can see the front court pressure. Coach pleading hands up, looking to get in all the passing lanes. This time they're going to find a lane, but Legends going to end up missing the shot. And something you'll see with all that front court pressure being bought, if you can get it past there, you've got numbers in the front court every single time.
There was a 2-on-1 down there, and I would have actually liked to see Wells pass that ball off, but
Chernichin
do it.
Able to convert on the other end. Paul Kane starting to slowly, ever so slowly, pull away in this game. Pass goes down to Sanchez. A ton of contact. No whistle, and now another jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Legends. The Blues, rather, on our third game here today. Shot outside, all the way in, and then all the way out for Ferment. Sanchez open down low.
You see she's starting to run a little bit more, knowing that Paul Kane is bringing a ton of pressure. She's looking for those over-the-top quick transition plays.
In the low post is Chernichin. Expect them to keep going there if she can keep backing down her defender and are getting good low post positions as the Legends just throw that one away. Legends now going to call a timeout. Expect head coach Dana McKenzie maybe to just tell them, hey, we're down 14, but we're still in this thing.
The pressure has completely thrown off All Saints now. You see they have forced a ton of turnovers, have Paul Kane. They forced one right there, right before All Saints called that timeout. Once again, that 1-3-1 trap that you alluded to, Connor, has really caused All Saints some problem. They don't know how to break it down, and you throw it over the top, all of a sudden you're trapped there. You have to look for another outlet, and they just haven't been able to deal with that yet. They maybe don't have the ball handler to bring the ball confidently up through some of that pressure and kind of get things established in the offensive half. So we'll see what kind of adjustments they make here. You can see Dana McKenzie there on the ground drawing something up on the play board there. We'll see what kind of things that All Saints implement here.
Paul Kane doing a much better job of not fouling here in the third quarter. They're only sitting at 3 fouls, so still a couple away from the Legends going into the bonus.
I think they were at 3 fouls with about 6 minutes left too, so much better discipline defensively from PK. I think if All Saints can somehow bring this thing back into single digits going into the fourth quarter, I think they'll have a shot at coming back, but they need to do some work here to finish the third.
You alluded to it earlier. It's very important to end off these quarters strong just to get some momentum going into the next. As the Blues will give it to Garda in the low post. She spins, puts it up with her right, and misses. Taya Green. Williams now down low to Sanchez. Foul.
One of the things, too, with Sanchez running the floor like that is she's trying to stretch the defense and maybe help to alleviate some of that pressure. Obviously, that was a transition play. It's a little bit different, but if you stretch the defense out, allows your team to bring the ball up over half court under a little less duress.
Sanchez not able to convert the first free throw. She'll cut the lead down to 13 now, though. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. We're here in the Ross Shepp Gymnasium. ICU Video Productions broadcasting this game as Garda makes that mid-range jumper. The Legends bringing it up, plenty of pressure, and we're going to see another turnover here for the Legends.
Yeah, screen again, just sticking the hip out.
This has been a frustrating half so far for the Legends. They were right in this game coming into it, and then they just kind of gave up all the momentum to Paul Kane as Garda is starting to take control down low.
Strong move there, good footwork for Garda. Able to flip it up, get it to go, and yeah, PK up by 17 now.
Down low is Sanchez. They keep looking for her, and she keeps going to the line, so you're partially successful in doing that. It's just a matter of making your free throws now for the Legends. Missing the first once again. Missing, oh, friendly bounce there from the rim. Paul Kane looking to extend their 16-point lead. Salcido, we haven't seen her in a while, but she makes that bucket there.
Saw the lane, took full advantage, sliced right to the rim, got an easy deuce.
DeWood fakes the mid-ranger. Inside to Sanchez, who goes high and wide right off the glass. Kind of an awkward tie up there. Good play by Madeline Wells. She didn't have position, but she still managed to force the jump ball.
Fortunately for All Saints, it's Paul Kane's turn to inbounds the ball, so
Garda for three, and oh, everyone thought that was going down. If a 6'4" player can start making threes, the Legends, if they're not in enough trouble, that would sure spell the end of this tournament for them as they get a three from Green. She'll miss that one. Boulanger takes it, and a foul now committed by Green.
She doesn't like it. A little bit shoulder bump there, and Boulanger is going to go to the line here. Chance to make this a 20-point game. It's really gone south here for All Saints, particularly in the last couple of minutes or so. They had a chance to get it back to within single digits, but unable to do so, and things get a little bit more out of hand for the Legends.
Boulanger airballs the first free throw, and the high arcing free throw on the second one is going to go. 13.5 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. If you're the Legends, you'll take anything going your way here. A foul, any three or two. This one's going to go off the Blues' foot. So now 4.7 seconds left. We'll see what the Legends can draw up here as they end the corner. It's going to be Madeline Wells running. She used all that clock well. She had the time, just couldn't quite convert. And at the end of the third quarter, Paul Kane sits with a 19-point lead. Like you said, that really got out of hand there for the Legends.
Yeah, Paul Kane able to really close that quarter strong, build up a giant lead here. Don't want to say All Saints is out of it, but it's going to take a massive effort to get back into this one. But it all starts with a good start to this fourth quarter. If you can get, a few points, go on a little bit of a run here, you're going to put some doubt into the Paul Kane players, and who knows what could happen from there. So we'll see what happens here to start quarter number 4 when these two teams retake the floor. But Paul Kane looks real comfortable right now. Their defense is very tenacious, lots of pressure, and it's really thrown off the game here for All Saints, who were only able to put up 10 points in that third quarter.
After this game, we'll be broadcasting a semifinal from the men's draw. We're going to see McGrath playing O'Leary here in the Ross Shepp Gymnasium. That should be a good game, so don't be afraid to stick with us here on ICU Video.
It'll be interesting to see that one. Obviously, two teams that don't play a ton. McGrath from Southern Alberta and O'Leary from right here in Edmonton, so they likely don't meet up too often. It'll be interesting to see what their two styles of play do when they're on the floor with each other.
McGrath, to give you a bit of a preview, they only got 8 or 9 players, but I've been told they're pretty talented.
Yeah, it's a good athletic part of the province down there in Southern Alberta. McGrath, Raymond, that whole area, of course, we all know about the Raymond Commons, what they do on the football field. And McGrath's basketball program is quite strong as well. They've been in this tournament a few times. Runners-up, champions in 2016 on the guys' side as well.
Winner will go on to play Ross Shep in the final tomorrow night. They had a strong effort earlier today. Winner in this game, which looks like the Blues barring a miracle, as we see another possession arrow go to the Blues. They'll go on to play on Championship Saturday as well. Salcido, now Marco with it. Didn't see too much of her in the third quarter, seen a bit more in the first half. Garda missing an open shot. Williams. Durinich. They're going to swing it across back to Williams. Good ball movement. That shot looks good.
That's better from All Saints. Opened up one side of the floor there. Got an open look for their shooter, and she made it.
Garda down low. Probably need to double her because she's so much taller than everyone else on the Legends. It's a little unfair, but that's basketball. So DeWood trying to get it down to Durinich. It's going to go off her fingertips and out of bounds.
That was better from All Saints. Paul Kane brought the pressure up. All Saints were able to get the ball over the top. They just couldn't make that last pass, but that was better. Quicker ball movement in transition here from the Legends.
Pulling it from 3 and deflected by Dawood. Larioza ended up coming down with it for the Legends. Darioza with it now. She'll stare down the rim. Instead, they're going to get it down to the low post. Sanchez turning, spinning. And a hard foul there by Garda. Who's going to force Sanchez onto the free throw line.
You call foul, I think, against both the Paul Kane players there. That's the type of thing that All Saints needs to do. Stick with it. Sounds cliche, but one possession at a time. You can't make a 16-point basket, so you just need to chip away slowly, crawl your way back in, and again, maybe plant a seed of doubt here in the Paul Kane players.
If the Legends would be able to hit more free throws, it's sure going to help them come back in this one. They have been struggling from the line so far in this one, and they're going to miss their second. The Blues do a good job of boxing out the free throw shooter. Libick picked that box out up. Pretty much a jump ball, and good defense there from the Legends. They're going to get possession right back. You don't need to shoot the 3 yet here for the Legends, but you're starting to run out of time, so you got to start thinking about forcing some shots as they get it stolen away from them. Chernichin sends her defender to the floor. She'll go to the rim with it, comes up a little short, but her teammate picks up the rebound to Marco with the second chance points.
Yeah, just a telegraphed pass led to that turnover. Good read by Chernichin to force that turnover, and then it was all Blues under the basket. No blue jerseys, though, for All Saints.
All Saints. That's Sanchez trying to find somebody, anybody, and finds Williams, but won't be able to hit the target on the pass. Williams couldn't quite corral that one. Salcido's going to dish it. Now they move it to the corner. Running along the baseline, moving it all along the perimeter. Not a single dribble being taken here. Now they will. Chernichin going to miss her her shot. Durinich guarded hard by Salcido, not giving her any space. And the pass goes off of Dawood's face. Legends still with control. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball is being tipped around by the Blues, and now a last-second 3 by Durinich is going to miss. Williams can't quite get the rebound, so Ferment is going to go on the fast break. She gets it tipped back to herself. It finds Chernichin, and now another basket for the Blues.
Fortunate break there for Paul Kane, but they'll take it.
We're going to see Madeline Wells and Luisa Mendez subbing in right away here for the Legends as they look for two of their better players today to sub back in, as there's a foul coming up against the Paul Kane Blues. We're going to see Spenrath subbing in for the Blues, as well as Alia Boulanger.
A little surprised we didn't see Mendez come back in sooner here for All Saints.
With all the fouls in this game, you got to wonder if maybe she was in a bit of foul trouble. That inbound pass goes off of a blue, and they'll have to inbound it from the side now. Williams on the inbound is going to find Mendez. We'll see if she'll make her mark. Checked back in. We've seen that a bit today, but that time she can't quite make it. Paul Kane up 20, looking to ice this game away. The Legends going to pretty much have to play perfect basketball from here on out. Probably would need to start hitting some threes as that ball gets poked away by Spenrath. Williams able to keep control. Here's Wells backing down her defender. They'll move it up to Williams. Not quite able to hit that three. Paul Kane doing a good job of boxing outside of Wells there.
Wells called for the foul, so Paul Kane will get it at the end here.
Can see the energy on the Legends bench from the beginning of this game to now has been completely dissipated pretty much here. And that's all thanks to the Blues, who attempt another three and miss. A fight down low for the rebound. Chernichin's going to end up with it. Now driving the baseline is Spenrath. Tries the reverse. Chernichin picks up the rebound and puts it home.
Yeah, she's just been such a force. Raisa Chernichin here. It's probably player of the game for Paul Kane.
Chernichin, the 6-foot-tall forward. A veteran in the Paul Kane program. She's a grade 12. Is Mendez. Can't quite hit the mid-range jumper. Paul Kane, they'll get it poked away, but that's the kind of day it's been for the Legends. You got it poked away, and it just found another Paul Kane player and acted as a pass as well as tips it. Mendez coming up with the ball. They'll dish it off to Williams. Now a fast break opportunity. Here's Wells. Mendez now on the rebound, picking up her own, putting it back up again. Mendez can't quite come down with it the third time.
It just won't go in right now for All Saints. I thought they'd missed their opportunity for a fast break there with a little hesitation, but still able to get 2 or 3 decent looks, just not able to get the ball to go in the bucket.
That pass was thrown away by the Paul Kane Blues. Not the kind of habits you want to settle in before you head to the finals tomorrow, so it's still important. Well, what can the importance be here down the stretch for either team in a blowout right now?
I guess obviously for Paul Kane, you don't want to get into any bad habits. You want to make sure you play good, solid, fundamental basketball the rest of the way. And for All Saints, I mean, you can't quit. I know it's a 22-point deficit here with under 5 minutes to go, but you want to at least put on a strong showing here. Try to claw back as much as you can, and who knows, maybe something bizarre happens and you're able to pull this one out. You can't just give up because of the score, and I'm sure that's what the head coach, Dana McKenzie, is telling her players right now. Just keep fighting, and you never know, maybe something good will happen for us here.
Loser of this game will battle for third place tomorrow afternoon. We all know how those bronze medal games go, though. It's, you know, you want to win them, and you're happy when you win them, but you'll always kind of question what if, so.
Say it's the toughest game to play in any tournament is the bronze medal game, because you just lost the semifinal, your chance to win it all, and you got to turn around somehow, refocus, and play for bronze. But these players, I'm sure they've been in tournament situations their whole careers, and they'll know how to get ready for a game like that.
And they've driven up all the way here from Calgary, so might as well go home with some hardware, right?
Exactly.
So we'll see the Legends, even just to get some momentum here down the stretch, as that pass goes nowhere. 4:44 left in this one. This is Spenrath. Boulanger. She's going to find Marco. Marco dishes it to the low post. Marco back up top. She's open. She won't take it. And 3 in the key. It's going to be called on the Blues.
Yeah, just camping out a little bit too long there, Paul Kane. I think they were anticipating a shot, so they're getting ready for offensive rebound, but that shot never came, so 3 in the key, the call.
Mendez down low, backing down her defender. Strong move, won't be able to make it. Off of Wells, it finds Mendez again and can't make the shot. Ball tipped off of the Blues. Shot clock will reset here for the Legends. Madeline Wells, Durinich down low, mouse in the house, can't quite get it. Mendez with the and one.
That was good from All Saints. Able to find that open player on the far side. Pick up an offensive rebound as well from Mendez with those bright pink sneakers. She's hard to miss out there.
The glasses too. It's made it easier on me to pick out which one Mendez is at least. She'll have a chance to convert the and one play here. She will do just that. All Saints still down 19 with under 4 minutes left. Looking to close this one out strong before we assume they're playing in the bronze medal game tomorrow. Paul Kane, ooh, she was wide open under the basket, but Spenrath just hitting the bottom of the bucket there, wrong side. Boulanger getting hounded right now by Georgia Williams. Madeline Wells gonna try to get it to Mendez. It'll get tipped by Bailey Guppy. With 3.5 minutes left in this one, we're gonna see Taya Green subbing back in for the Blues. She'll inbound the ball, or the Legends rather. Wells is gonna lose her dribble, so she'll have to pass it away. Williams just, with the shot clock at 2 seconds, had to throw it up there and pray to the heavens it went in. We've seen the Legends in a very competitive first half, pressuring the Blues. Blues, though, here in the second have absolutely taken control as they're able to shoot another 3 from Ment. Open.
Yeah, good looking stroke there from Ferment, and now she hustles back to play defense as well, just not quite in time.
Wells is going to cut the lead to 20. Likely too little too late, but any bucket that can get you some momentum is always good. It always helps your stats too if you're ever keeping those yourself. It's kind of nice, right? Paul Kane able to convert the layup. That's Ferment again. 5 points straight for her on her team. Long stretch pass goes to Wells. In and out.
Looked like All Saints had kind of figured out how to get past that trap for a little bit, just not making the shots right now.
Boulanger nearly stepping out of bounds. Able to keep her balance. Ferment. We'll see if they go back to her this possession. They won't. Instead, they're going to find Guppy. Converts the open layup.
Paul Kane doing a great job of being able to get into the lane right now for easy buckets.
Oh, and that ball is going to go off the head of a Legend, I think. It looked like it was off of Williams, and everyone just kind of stopped. But a couple Paul Kane players was like, hey, play still going on. So Spenrath is going to go to the free throw line here.
Yeah, no whistle. PK kept playing, and good hustle there from Durinich. All she could really do there was foul. And they did take Williams out of the game here for All Saints just to have a quick look at her. She's speaking with one of the coaches for the Legends. No need to mess with any sort of head injury, or even if it is just a ball off the head.
Never is, especially in a 25-point game here for the Legends, so I wouldn't expect to see her back in this one. Wells is going to try to get it in to Green. Paul Kane ends up with it, and that pass gets tipped out by Durinich. What happened for the Legends here in the second half?
Paul Kane's defense was very good, and their shooting really let them down. They had some looks up in close they couldn't make, and their range shooting as well just was not very good, to be 100% honest with you, and they know that. They'll go back and they'll look at this and be like, we just got to be a little bit better with our looks, got to be a little bit better with our shots too, and And then, that just got a little bit cold here, especially in the third quarter. And then Paul Kane was able to build just too big of a lead.
Yeah, Paul Kane has been scoring at a crazy rate. It's going to be tough to stop them tomorrow in the finals, as they can't quite come up with that basket. And really no need to chase down that rebound there. They would have had the ball, but instead Caitlin Larioza ends up touching it while she was out. So Blues stay with possession.
They score 36-18 PK here in the second half. So they've scored at a similar rate as they did in the first, but their defense has been much, much better.
Legends, they'll drive it nearly an and one. Kiana Wells will go to the line.
Look at that, just tons of arms coming up, trying to rake that ball away, but she held strong, able to get the shot up and goes to the line.
She'll miss everything on the first free throw. Kind of represents what the second half has been here for the Legends. It's been tough. You got to give them credit for playing hard right till the final whistle, though.
I think you remember, too, that even if you're not playing for gold, you do have another game tomorrow. So
yeah, for sure.
Keep fighting, keep battling, try to get a little bit of momentum rolling into that one, get yourselves feeling good, ready to go for the bronze medal showdown with the hosts. And it'll be a little bit noisy when you're playing Ross Shepp.
All Saints got fouled, so Mendez gets the opportunity down low. Now it's stolen away from them. Boulanger, hey, if you score buckets at that pace.
You get back into it pretty quickly, but I don't know if that was on the landing or what happened there.
Boulanger
just
looks
an
like
ankle, maybe.
Durnich, rather, sorry. Got the ones mixed up. Durnich, yeah, she'll walk gingerly up the court. She'll stay in the game, though. She has a smile on her face still. You can see her shuffling on defense, guarding the ball. Looks like she'll be all right. Turnover there by Paul Kane. Wells tries to cross up her defender. She'll dish it off to Durnich. Durnich inside.
It's a nice little move there to open up the shot. Just couldn't get it to fall. Give All Saints a lot of credit. They've played this last minute and a half really hard. Maybe PK letting off the gas a little bit, but they've looked pretty good here for the last minute or so.
7 seconds separating shot clock and game clock. Paul Kane just going to hold the ball out here for the 24 seconds, and Spenrath makes the turnover go to Laurel Ross there. She just kind of dumps it to her with no time left on the shot clock, so good teammate move, I guess.
See if they get a shot off here just to make the score a little bit closer.
Durnich, she will. Rebound gets caught by the Blues, so a tough second half for the All Saints Legends. Yeah, it was a tale of two halves, really. Paul Kane winning this one 69-48. I'd like to thank my color commentator here with me. Our cameraman was Dave Foley, Alex Testowich, our switcher, Rob Zitlau, our director. I'm Connor Toffin. I was your play-by-play. Thanks for watching from Ross Sheppard. Do you have anything left to say?
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to Paul Kane. Moving on to the gold medal game. That one against Aiden Bowman should be real interesting. We'll have that for you tomorrow at 5 o'clock Mountain Time. I guess 6 o'clock if you're watching from Saskatchewan. And for All Saints, got a good little team. Just went cold there and couldn't deal with Paul Kane's defense. It'll be a learning experience for them. Again, these teams just trying to find their footing still early in the season. We see the guys going out there for semifinal number 2 for the men. That should be a real good one between O'Leary and McGrath.
So I've been Connor Toffin here on the play-by-play. Grayson Knutson on the color. Thank you for watching this ICU video procast of the 27th annual Totem Hoops Classic from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.